Hello,
Hey,
everyone.
look,
Welcome to Gravity Core's Nerd Pod, where we are definitely not on trend. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. How is everyone doing
well,
today?
look,
How are you, Noodles?
I just want to say dumbbells are not found in nature. Therefore, if you work out with dumbbells, you're not natural. So might as well hop on trend,
Uh,
right?
mhm.
No, just kidding. Don't do that. Do not do that. That is against the law. Don't do
But,
that. It's a joke.
but, arms won't hurt.
Arms. Don't do that either. It's a meme. This is a joke. I do not mean this.
But
Uh,
we have a real fiery episode for you guys today. And by fiery, I mean, neither one of us are redheads. And so we went and bought some red wigs and we glued them onto our scalps because we were doing fire type Pokemon today.
damn.
To the damnedest.
And the Skippiest.
And by fire type, I mean fire type. You know, you know what we mean. You know what we mean. What were your expectations going into fire types, Noodle?
I did not have a lot of expectations going in, other than Charizard, but he's not on my team. That's it. I really did not have much expectations for this.
Yeah, I don't. Other than a couple of select fire types, I don't normally mess with fire type Pokemon. They're rarely on my team. So I didn't really have much of an expectation of this. And going into it, it was like, oh man, this one maybe, or the ones I did want to use, I had used on other lists already, and I'm just like, ooh, no,
I'll do that. I did a repeat today.
yes, yes. I thought about it, but then my entire team would have probably have been repeats, and I was like, probably best I don't do that. But anyways,
I
fire
think it's
type.
fair to allow yourself one repeat.
Yeah, yeah. I'll get there eventually, but I mean, there was a cool enough selection of fire types that I was just like, while I prefer to do the repeats, I'm going to go with non-repeats. I'm already going to be repeating Pokemon for our final episode when we do our Elite Four team. But I'm like, all right, I'll do my best to hold back. And so, fire type is one of the 18 types. Fire type moves are super effective against bug, grass, ice, and steel Pokemon, while fire type are weak against ground, rock, and water type. Now I'm going to be honest, uh, that ground and rock weakness is a huge chunk of why in Gen 1 picking fire type is basically playing hard mode in the beginning. I mean, we all kind of know
Yeah.
that. Uh, Water type is about roughly normal difficulty, and grass type is easy mode. And that wasn't something intentionally done by the dev team. That's why in later generations you don't come up against really Pokemon that are weak against your starters for the first gym.
Correct.
Yes. Now, as of Generation 9, there are 87 Pokemon, or 8.49% of all Pokemon are fire type. including. No, I'm not going to read the parentheses stuff. Causing it to tie with poison for the 7th most common type among Pokemon after bug and fighting. That's pretty low. Uh, honestly, I wasn't expecting there to be so few fire type Pokemon. And it
Yeah,
felt,
the pickings were a little thin.
yeah, it felt like if you're avoiding starters that you've lost like damn near half of the typing.
Yeah, but I'm picking starters.
Yeah, you picked starters. I did not. So I believe I went first last time. So, what is your first Pokemon, Noodles?
First Pokemon is fire fighting Blaziken.
Oh, he started out with a Gen 3 starter.
Heyo.
The Fighting Rooster. Blaziken.
Yeah, buddy.
Now, this does not mean that Noodles spends a lot of time in Mexico, okay?
Fun fact, I actually did grow up with pet chickens. And at one point, I think we were just given a bunch of random, uh, like chicks at one point, and they didn't really like tell us the gender. They didn't really know. They were just like, "Here, take these chicks," and we took them, and they were all roosters, and that was a nightmare. It was such violent little birds.
I mean, it depends on the type of roosters. I used to have leghorns, and leghorns are the sweetest chicks or roosters you can get. They're just so friendly and
I have
nice.
yet, I have yet to meet a friendly rooster.
Oh man, I used to have one that
Assholes.
would. I used to have one that would. I would walk around and it'd just want to sit on my shoulder.
That sounds cool. No, I had ones that I had to carry a old golf club around the yard. That way, if he got big and bad and decided to charge at me, I could hit him with it. I had like just not the head on the golf club. It was like the shaft, just the shaft part of the golf club. So it wasn't enough to kill him, but it was enough to give me like reach and enough to smack him upside the head with it, so he would think again.
But we are talking about Blaziken, not real life chickens. So, Blaziken is a dual fire fighting type Pokemon. Was introduced in Generation 3. It is the final evolution of Torchic, which is the fire type starting Pokemon. And
Mm-hmm.
Blaziken does have a Mega Evolution. Its,
Yes.
its abilities are Blaze and the hidden ability of Speed Boost. And Speed Boost is unlocked as the main ability for Mega Blaze. Its gender ratio is 87.5 male, 12.5 female. It stands at a height of 6'3" or 1.9 meters, and it weighs 114.6 pounds or 52 kilograms. And all those measurements are the same for Mega Blaze, both height and weight. So, what are the stats on Blaze?
Hold on. My ADHD ass got up. Gotta go sit down my My pooter. The stats: 60 health, 120 attack. We 60 defense, 60 or 60 defense, 80 special attack, 60 special defense, 90 speed for a total of 530. Use. I want to get okay. The abilities. Here we go. Blaze powers up fire type moves when health is low, and speed boost increases its speed stat each turn. So
Pretty
good stats,
self-explanatory.
okay abilities.
Yes. They tend to not give starters these amazing abilities too, I've noticed, because starters already tend to be overpowered Pokemon.
Right.
Yep.
You gotta balance it out. You can't give a Pokemon. Well, you can give a Pokemon good stats and abilities, but then it reaches like mythical, legendary status, and then it's broken.
I mean,
And we are not.
if I remember right, in the first couple of generations, starter Pokemon were mythical Pokemon. They just didn't occur wildly in the region you got them from. But they ended up retconning it in later games.
I see.
Yeah. Also, mythical used to be pseudo legendary back when I was a kid. Uh, so they've definitely done some terminology changing. So Blaziken is Generation 3, which means Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, and I will read their Pokedex entries now. Ruby. In battle, Blaziken blows out intense flames from its wrists and attacks foes courageously. The stronger the foe, the more intensely this Pokemon wrists burn. Sapphire. Blaziken has incredibly strong legs. It can easily clear a 30-story building in one leap. This Pokemon's blazing punches leave foes scorched and blackened. Emerald. Its martial arts that use punches. It learns martial arts that use punches and kicks. Every several years, its older feathers burn off, and then supple feathers grow back in their place. So Blaziken kind of seems like it's like a phoenix had a child with a rooster.
Yes, I can see that.
Now, I didn't use Blaziken in any of my Gen 3 playthroughs, but it is easily, probably, one of the coolest fire type Pokemon. I'm going to have to give Blaziken a
Yeah,
10 out of 10.
he's hitting that Muay Thai. I got pictures of him hitting like Muay Thai fighting stances. Pretty cool.
Alrighty.
Pretty cool.
Are we ready for my first Pokemon?
Let's hit it.
My first Pokemon is Hisuian Arcanine.
Oh, okay, hold on now. Let me
Not
get
regular
into the
Arcanine,
no.
but Hisuian Arcanine. So it's still a fire type, but the thing hits more of the Arcanine used to be a pseudo legendary, and Hisuian Arcanine looks like a legendary.
Okay, I see.
Yes.
Fire
So
slash rock type.
yes. So Hisuian Arcanine was introduced in Legends Arceus, which is, I mean, technically it's Generation 8, but this thing is like, it looks like those, kind of looks like those dog lions that are sitting at Buddhist temples.
Yes. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna Google that now. Dog, lion, Buddhist temple. Food dogs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Food dogs. A dog got that foo in him.
Yes. Hisuian Arcanine, as you said, is a fire rock type, which gets rid of its weakness towards rock type moves. Does not get rid of the weakness to ground type moves, though. It has the abilities of Intimidate or Flash Fire and the hidden ability of Rockhead. They are a gender ratio of 75% male, 25% female. Hisuian Arcanine is 6'7", and I don't know if that's length or height, with it being on all fours, or 2 meters. And it weighs 370.4 pounds, or 168 kilograms.
Big dog.
Yes. And it evolves the exact same way as standard Arcanine, which is you give a Growlithe a Firestone, but in this case it's a Hisuian Growlithe that you give the Firestone.
Got it.
Yes. All right. Tell us some stats on this wonderful Pokemon.
90 health, 115 attack, 80 defense, 80 special attack, 90 special defense, and 95 speed. I'm not getting a total, but I could total it if you want. Let me bust out the calculator. 25 plus 115, 80 plus 80 plus 90 plus 95. Base stats are 555. Very good. And then the abilities are Intimidate, which lowers the opponent's attack stat upon entry. Flash Fire, which powers up fire type moves if it's hit by one. And Rockhead, which is the hidden ability, which prevents recoil damage from moves like Fire Blitz and Head Smash.
Which, I mean, who doesn't want to avoid recoil damage? That's why I never use the move Takedown. I don't want to take damage for using a move.
Gotta risk it for the biscuit sometimes.
Listen, man, I don't need to risk nothing for the biscuit. I'm not a beggar. I can be choosy. All right, so
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hisuian Arcanine is from Legend ZA, so it only has the one Pokédex entry. So I will read that now. Snaps at its foes with fangs cloaked in blazing flame. Despite its bulk, it deftly feints every which way, leading opponents on a deceptively merry chase as it all but dances around them. My boy's got hops.
Yeah.
Alright. What are you going to rate this fine Pokemon?
Because I recognize the face, and he looks like a good doggo, and the stats are awesome, and the abilities are also awesome. 10 out of 10, should have put him on my team. But I didn't understand that their Hisuian form was a rock fire type.
Yeah, the jelly, the jellykins.
He's pretty cool.
All right, what is your second one?
Oh, this one, because I said I would have bug types on my team, is a repeat from the bug team, Volcarona.
Woo! So we really don't have to go over this one again. I will read another one of its Pokédex entries, though. Gotta write the name down. Alright. So what made you choose, other than bug type, to put Volcarona on your team?
The stats were, from what I remember, pretty dang good. I remember, I didn't look them up again, but I will look them now. I just remember when we did the bug type team, I was like, Volcarona has good
And then you went My
stats.
Sharona in your head?
Yep, that's that. You got it right
Yep,
there.
I knew it.
Um, my Sharona. Yes, I chose it because I did say there would be a fire, or not a fire. There would be a bug and fighting type on my teams whenever possible, and when we made the bug type team, Volcarona stood out for having good stats.
Yes. Alright, so last time I read black and white Pokédex entries. This time I will read X and Y. So, X, a sea of fire engulfs the surroundings of their battles, since they use their 6 wings to scatter their ember scales. Y, when volcanic ash darkened the atmosphere, it is said that Volcarona's fire provided a replacement for the sun. I think I read another Pokédex entry for Volcarona that said that it caused the ash in the first place.
You better hope it stops the nuclear holocaust,
For it
the
being an
volcanic holocaust.
absolute powerhouse, I'm going to give Volcarona a 9 out of 10. It's only not a 10 out of
Yeah,
10 because it's a repeat.
that's fair. That's the one repeat that I have today. That's it. I allowed myself to do it once. I think that's a fair rule when I make these Pokemon teams. Because I'm forcing myself to do one fighting and one bug type. It's gonna happen.
So my second choice is the grass type that I didn't use on my grass type team. So it's a grass fire type, and it's called Scoville. This thing is
What?
this thing is uh, habanero peppers. Then it looks like a
He also
dragon.
made my team.
Did he? Oh
Yeah.
shit! Woo! Generation 9. So I believe we had a conversation a while back of I found this video of someone saying Pokemon typings that don't exist, and Firegrass was on this video. Uh, to which I said, "You have not found Skullvillain yet," and so now Skullvillain has been finally put into action on the team. This is Skullvillain.
Two teams,
It's
thanks.
two teams. Two teams. It is the spicy pepper Pokemon. Uh, it is the evolved form of Capsta Kid, which kinda looks, and they seem to do this a lot, but it looks like a Kappa. They really like using Kappas. Capsakid is not a fire type though. That is why it was not used instead. Uh, so it has the abilities of chlorophyll and insomnia, which we've read both those abilities before, and it has the hidden ability of moody. Its gender ratio is 50-50. It is a height of 2 foot 11 or 0.9 meters and weighs 33.1 pounds or 15.0 kilograms. And as of the DLC that just released not too long ago for Legend ZA, it now has a Mega Evolution, which stands 3 foot 11 or 1.2 meters and weighs 48.5 pounds or 22 kilograms. And its Mega Evolution looks even more like a dragon, but it's wearing a tuxedo coat and has a chili pepper as a bow tie.
Oh, okay. So this is a side tangent. I asked Google AI, is there a skull villain spicy extract hot sauce based off the Pokemon? And it says, yes, there is a hot sauce called Skull Villain Hot Sauce available from independent creators, but it is not an official licensed Pokemon product. It's made by a small batch producer. We got to get it off of like Etsy, who named it after the Pokemon.
Look, given the types of peppers involved in the creation of this Pokemon, I'm gonna say it better be only about medium heat, because if it's like super hyper spicy, then it's too hot.
Oh, hold on now. Let's see. A flavorful hot sauce with significant heat made from fermented mash of cayenne, cowhorn, Thai chili peppers, bolstered with chiltepin pepper extract.
So it's a medium. Uh, medium
Yeah,
for
I
me.
would say well.
Medium for me, people. I have this thing where I can handle spice pretty easily, hybrid vigor and all that. So if you're not really used
I'm
to
just
spice, then maybe work your way up a little bit.
I'm spicy white, so I'm very interested in this hot sauce.
I went to. I'm not gonna name the name of the place, but I went to this place and got some Thai curry, and I got their hottest curry, and it didn't really do anything for me. And then I got a random
Yeah.
spicy chip that was supposed to be mild, and it just like started melting my face a little bit.
Yeah, it's always a subjective, like what one person considers to be hot is another person, you know, or company, whatever is like, no, that's our mild. So, and I've had that happen, where it's just like, yeah, give me the hottest stuff you got, and I try it, and I'll be very careful. Be very careful. That's hot, and I eat the whole thing, and they're like, "How did you manage that?" Looking at my whiteness, I'm like, "Yeah, it was pretty good. It was tasty. As long as I'm good with I will fight through the pain. If you make something, if it's spicy and tasty, it's worth it to me. Um, but I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Like sometimes you're eating it and you're like, this is the hottest you've got, okay. And then other times you eat something and it's like, this is the mildest. I don't want to know what hot is to you.
Oh, you know
So
what it was? It wasn't chips. It was Kirkland. Kirkland brand spicy chicken patties. They're just supposed to be like they have a
ooh,
hotness scale of like 5 on the bag, and it was only at a 2 pepper. So I'm like, all right, it's gonna be a mild little kick. No, these things are like burnt. My nose is watering. Like it's not so hot that it's hurting me, but at the same time, I got to take slow bites, and otherwise, I'm just gonna melt my face off.
that sounds like a beautiful experience.
Yeah. It really was.
There
But
you go, get them
we have to read.
Costco chicken patties.
I mean, you can get them at Aldi's too.
Shh, say less.
It's a weird connection that
Sounds good.
Kirkland sells at both Costco and Aldi's, but I'll take it.
It's because Aldi is slept on. Shout out Aldi. Please sponsor our podcast.
Look, man, look. I am a American Union employee. I don't know if I can be sponsored by a German company. I don't know. I don't know
I
how morally
mean,
okay that is. But Aldi's will take a sponsorship.
please.
We won't even make
I'm
any
I'm a
jokes about Aldi's nuts, okay?
oh, never mind. Feels off the table.
But anyways,
Uriah is part of this group. Do you know it's gonna happen?
I
He's not
know.
gonna. As soon as he hears you saying that, he's just gonna be like, "No, nope, I don't want the sponsorship if I can't make an all these nuts joke."
But anyways, Skullvillain's Pokédex entries. Skullvillain was introduced in Generation 9, which means Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet, its red head converts spicy chemicals into fire energy and blasts the surrounding area with a super spicy stream of flame. Violet, the green head has turned vicious due to the spicy chemicals stimulating its brain. Once it goes on a rampage, there's no stopping it.
Hell yeah!
I mean, this thing is. If I do a new playthrough of Violet, I'm gonna have to put it on my team because I slept on it last time.
It kind of reminds me of like a two-headed piranha plant, like from Mario, a little bit.
I mean, kinda. You'll notice that there's quite a few Pokemon that are inspired by Mario creatures for sure, and that definitely comes from the fact that this is a Nintendo IP.
I was about to say it's almost like
So I give
Nintendo.
Skullvillain. I'm giving your Skullvillain a 8 out of 10 because it's it's this amazing thing, but it's also a contradiction Pokemon with it being grass and fire. So it's I don't really know how to explain it. It does get rid of all of your weaknesses though.
Yeah, yeah. I think an 8 out of 10 is fair because it is a little like when you get rid of all the weaknesses, it's like kind of no fun, but also a lot of fun. But you
Yeah.
only lose 2 points in my eyes for that. I just had to do it because spicy pepper Pokemon sounded awesome. Did you want the stats? Also,
Yes.
we should probably try to make a video, see if we can get our hands on that small batch stuff.
Pokemon
Do
has
a hot
having
sauce
us
review.
Pokemon is having us do a lot of different challenges for food that we are not planning on doing in the beginning of any of this.
I mean, look, what? No, no, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Professor Oak's pizza order, spinach, pineapple, and anchovies, right? With the Scoville hot sauce, Scoville and hot sauce on top.
I mean, I kind of want to just have the pineapple by itself. Just be like, all right,
Just a
man,
pineapple pizza?
just open up a jar of pineapples.
That sounds good though. I mean, pineapple is delicious. I also do believe that pineapple goes on pizza as much as people would. I mean, shit, we can fight about it. That's fine. It's okay.
Look, man, I just got
Roast me in the comments.
no spoilers because I understand it's still several-year-old show, but people are just now finishing up the final episode they released of Stranger Things on New Year's. But season 4 has a dude in it that keeps telling people to try pineapple on pizza and that you need to try before you deny.
You should, yeah. I mean, it can't just by itself. It's lackluster. You need to put like ham and jalapeno on there, you know, or at least ham.
My thing is I understand why people like it. I'm willing to try the Professor Oak pizza, but I'm not a fan of sweetness on my pizza. Like, I stopped
That's
really eating Pizza Hut because they changed their sauce to a sweeter sauce.
that is understandable. Um, I get why you don't want sweetness on pizza, but I am a human garbage disposal
We know.
and will put pineapple on my pizza and like it.
Alright, so,
Why?
because that was my
Listen.
second and your third, I will do my third, which
Do
is
you not
Blair.
for
Do
the
what?
stats?
Do what?
Do you
Oh,
want
yes!
stats?
Stats. We got lost on a tangent again. I forgot about the stats. Give us the stats. Hurry, before we get lost again.
Yeah. 65 health, 108 attack, 65 defense, 108 special attack, 65 special defense, 75 speed, total stats 486. Its abilities are chlorophyll, which doubles the speed in harsh sunlight, insomnia, which prevents the Pokemon from falling asleep, and moody, which is its hidden ability that boosts one stat by 2 stages and lowers another by 1 stage each turn, making it unpredictable but potentially powerful. Could see that going so poorly.
For the trainer coming to challenge you.
Yes.
Either way, if you have it on the grass type team, it's not going to be a fun time for someone challenging you. If you have it on a fire type team, not going to be a fun time for anyone challenging you. Prepared for a fire type team.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So,
He had to make the cut. He had to make the cut.
so my third Pokemon, because that was my second, your third, is Flareon. I'm going to go with a Gen 1 evolution.
Yeah.
Yes. Why Flareon, you ask? Because before I got my hands on Generation 2, Flareon was my favorite of the evolutions. Look at how cute it is. I would want to snuggle that thing. It's got all that fuzzy fur. I would bury my face in its tail. Do I need to keep going on? I probably will.
Just pray it does not fart and singe your eyebrows.
Listen, Flareon would never do that. Flareon is an angel.
I, I say so.
Flareon is pure fire type. Its abilities are Flash Fire with the hidden ability of Guts. Its gender ratio is 87.5 male, 12.5 female. Its height is 2'11" or 0.9 meters and weighs 55.1 pounds or 25 kilograms. What are the stats?
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I had to piss so bad. Okay, we're good. Anyway, I don't know if the viewers want to hear that, so I had to mute myself. But the stats of Flareon are 65 health, 130 attack, 60 defense, 95 special attack, 110 special defense, and 65 speed. They did not calculate the total for me, so let me bust out the calculator. That's not what I wanted. Bust out the calculator. 65, 130, plus 60, plus 95, plus 110,
Plus your mama.
plus Joe. Who is Joe? Joe Mama. Total is 525. The abilities you said Flash Fire and Guts, right?
Yes.
So Flash Fire powers up fire type moves when the Pokemon is hit by a fire type move and also grants immunity to fire type moves. And Guts boosts attack stat when the Pokemon has a status condition like burn or poison.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a Generation 1 Pokemon, which means red, blue, yellow. Red and blue are the same Pokédex entry. And yellow's a different one. But I'm going to do the Pokemon Stadium Pokédex entry instead because it clarifies the other two Pokédex entries and amalgamates them into one. Because there could be some confusion between the two. And you'll see why when I read it. Its fiery breath reaches close to 3,000 degrees. Its body temperature exceeds 1,650 degrees when storing fire inside. And it's those degrees that kind of confuse things, because when you read the other Pokédex entries yourself, it seems like they didn't think very far ahead with, well, how this one says it only reaches 16, why does this one say it reaches 3,000? You know?
I'm going to blame it on equipment calibration. I don't know.
Reason.
Bitch ass scientists can't get too close. Too hot. I'm not sure. User error.
Why is my
User
Flareon
error.
melting through my floor? It's like when the idea of turning on a lightsaber and holding it completely vertical and then just dropping it into the planet.
Diabolical. But, you know, at whatever 1,600 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit, or 3,000 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit, I don't think it's really going to matter too much at that point. I don't know if there's going to be much of a difference as to what the effect of that temperature would do.
Yeah, it just says
1,600
degrees. So I'm gonna go with the fact that it's Celsius because it's, you know, a Japanese IP.
Well, that like really doesn't change much because again, that hot AF.
Yes.
You know, it's sort of like after a while of things going below zero, like below freezing, it's just cold. And it doesn't really matter how far. It's just after a certain point, shit's just cold. That's kind of how this is. So I don't know. I don't know if it really matters that much. Though it would be nice to see some consistency amongst the Pokédex entries.
Yes. That's why I did the stadium one, because it clarifies that one is when it is actively breathing the fire, and the other when it's just storing it inside of its body.
Gotcha. Well, they could have uh, clarified. I mean, thank you, Pokemon Stadium.
Yes. I love you,
Shame on you,
Pokemon
Pokemon.
Stadium. I love you so much, Pokemon Stadium. So much of my childhood was spent playing you.
I wish I was able to play that one more. I was like at my buddy's house. I was always at my friend's house, and I
Look,
remember
man.
liking it, but then
Look,
having to go home.
look, man. I can play it now. I can go downstairs to my Switch and turn on the N64 emulator and play it now.
We gonna have to have a emulation party.
It still holds up, by the way.
Oh, does it now?
Oh yeah.
See, we got Pokemon Unite, which I've been thoroughly enjoying, even
They're
though I
making
suck at it.
they're finally making a new Pokemon Stadium game, but it's not called Pokemon Stadium. It's going to be called Pokemon Champions.
Okay.
It's supposed to be for mobile, online, and the Switch. It's supposed to connect with your Pokemon Home, where you store all your Pokemon you've caught from the games, and you can upload them into the game and use them to fight people. Or you can,
Dang.
or you can like in the old Pokemon Stadium game, you can rent out Pokemon, but
Dang.
they won't have your set move sets and items and stuff on it or nicknames.
Okay, that's pretty badass. That's pretty cool. That's a good touch. I like
Yes.
that.
What is our rating for Flareon?
I am gonna give Flareon a 9 out of 10 only because of typing weakness.
Ah, yes.
Stats are good,
I thought
abilities
it.
are good,
I
but
thought it was gonna lose a point because if I tried to cuddle it, I'd melt my face off. But
no, I would also try to cuddle this Pokemon. You do not lose points for that. No,
yes.
no, no, no.
Alrighty. What is your number 4?
Number 4 is a fire dragon type Turtonator. Mm-hmm.
I found it. I found it.
Found it.
I found it. So I've never used this one. I believe it's
Me neither.
locked in. If I remember right, it's locked in. It has not been taken out of Generation 7. So as Noodles said, it is a fire dragon type, and it is a fire turtle. Turtle.
It-
Question. Question.
Not
Question. Am I turtly enough for the turtle club? Turtle.
early enough. Early enough. That movie's legendary.
But
People talk about like, oh, this bad movie. Like, that was the point. It
yeah,
was supposed to be bad.
yeah, it was bad, but everyone remembers it fondly and laughs at it. So who
Yeah,
really won
yeah.
here?
If you go into that thinking you're going to be watching a cinematic masterpiece, like you're going to go watch Schindler's List or something like that, you know, like or the Titanic or whatever it is, like some sort of like
So so
heartfelt, beautiful, whatever.
you're telling me you don't do a double film screening of the Master of Disguise and Schindler's List.
That would be one hell of a movie night. That would be one hell of a movie night. I mean, uh, we're gonna
You
watch.
just got someone in the corner. Whose effing idea was this?
Don't mind me. Just gonna follow up the Master of Disguise with Schindler's List.
Or worse, Schindler's List first.
I don't know what the order would be. Which order would be worse? Schindler's
You know
List and
what?
then the Master of Disguise.
You know what? Just compile them into one film, and every time the scene change the movie.
What is going on? There's some dude on his balcony icing people with a rifle, and then as soon as it changes over, No. Oh. Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
We could start a
Get,
Discord watch party like that, right?
all right. All
And
right. Back to the turtle. Back to the turtle. Uh, it, it has the ability of shell armor, and its gender ratio is 50-50. It is 6'7" or 2 meters tall and weighs 467.4 pounds or 2.2 kilograms or 212 kilograms. I don't know why I read it 2.2. Yeah. Hey, look, an ad for a Rogue Smith machine. Nice.
Ooh. Is it like a 2D one or a 3D one?
The Smith machine?
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, I guess define 2D and 3D.
So like there's some Smith machines like the Planet Fitness style Smith machines that just go up down. They only give you Y.
Oh,
And
is
then
it at
there's the
an
other ones that are
angle?
like Y. They give you like oh, so this was like a 2D one then. It doesn't let you go X, Y.
Yeah, no, it only does. It had cable attachments, but it was just your standard Smith
Ooh,
machine.
fancy.
Alrighty. What are the stats?
Dots are 60 health, 78 attack, 135 defense, 91 special attack, 85 special defense, and 36 speed for a total of 485. Its abilities are shell armor, which prevents the Pokemon from receiving critical hits. Oh, that's pretty nice. I like that. Me gusta.
Alrighty. And it was Generation 7, which means sun and moon. Sun. The shell on its back is chemically unstable and explodes violently if struck. The hole in its stomach is its weak point. Well, thanks, Pokédex, for telling me and letting everyone know where to hit my Pokemon. Moon. It gushes
Best.
fire and poisonous gases from its nostrils. Its dung is an explosive substance and can be put into various uses. It poops out C4. That's metal, 10
Do
out of
not
10.
let the United States military hear about this Pokemon.
Well, it's from Alola, which is the equivalent of Hawaii, so the United States military, if it exists like it does in the Pokemon anime somehow, already has their hands on its poop.
Well, damn.
Yes.
Ugh.
Alrighty, my number 4 is a fire ghost type.
No, no rating?
I gave you a 10 out of 10.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. I was thinking about
Jeez.
explosive poop. Like, me too, buddy. Me too.
Again, we're not popular enough for you to be able to do Me Too moving on me.
Look, look. The the me too move. The I'll have to keep that card in my back pocket then, just in case. I don't know.
All right.
Play it at a different time.
So my number 4 is the Ghost Fire type Pokemon Lampent. It is not a final evolution. It is a second stage. It is basically a kerosene lamp.
Yeah. Ghost
Five.
Ooh.
It is from
Ooh.
Generation 5. It has the abilities of Flash Fire or Flame Body, and up until Generation 5, it had the ability of Shadow Tag, but Generation 6 onwards, it has the hidden ability of Infiltrator. It is a gender ratio of 50-50. Its height is 2 foot or 0.6 meters, and it weighs 28.7 pounds or 13 kilograms. Now, I chose this one because I just used at the start 2 Pokemon that get rid of a lot of the weaknesses for the typing. Now, that being said, you might have started with water, so that might have knocked my Arcanine out of the way. But my Skull Villain's going to take out quite a few of the Pokemon you already had planned. And so now I'm going to throw out a non-final evolution, a couple of them, because because we had Flareon to help weigh you down a little bit more. Now I got two second stage evolution Pokemon that are going to toy around with you. And this is the first of the two. So its intention isn't to win the battle, it is to wear you down.
Gotcha.
Yes. Give us those stats on Lampent.
60 health, 40 attack, 60 defense, 95 special attack, 60 special defense, 55 speed, total of 370. So these are the lowest stats we've seen all day. But the abilities are Flash Fire, which powers up fire type moves if it's hit by one. Flame Body, which may burn attackers who make physical contact. Infiltrator, which is its hidden ability that allows moves to bypass screens like Reflect and Light Screen. Shadow Tag, and that prevents the opponent from switching out. Okay, so very good abilities, kind of crappy stats.
It is only a second stage Pokemon.
That's fair. Given its role, this should work. And he's cool. He's a kerosene lamp. I like that.
All right. So it is Generation 5, which means black and white. Black. This ominous Pokemon is feared. Through cities it wanders, searching for the spirits of the fallen. White. It arrives near the moment of death and steals spirit from the body. And black and white too share a Pokedex entry, so I'll read that one as well. The spirit it absorbs fuels its baleful fire. It hangs around hospitals waiting for people to pass on. Your relative is
so
not going to heaven, but at least they're not going to hell.
They're gonna go barbecue with Lampin. Yeah, I don't know. And Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah.
Because they're also with Lampin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Think that's how it.
What is the rating for Lampin?
Lampin. What's its final evolution? I'm kind of curious.
Chandelure.
Say it was Chandelier. Oh, it turns into like Chandelier.
Yeah. And it has a Mega Evolution also.
9 out of 10 for being cool. He is I like the kerosene lamp. I give him a 9 out of 10 only because the stats are kind of low. But let me see if you get into a second. And the lure stats and abilities. Those stats, I'm not going to read them all, are significantly better. Yeah, 9 out of 10.
I think I used Chandelure on my Ghost type team.
Maybe.
Let me go check real fast.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I did not. I had a different Fire Ghost type. I did not, so I could have used Chandelure, but I did not. What is your number 5?
Unlike Brad, I do not control the remember. Oh, I do. I did write that down though, so this time I do control the remember. My number 5 Pokémon is a fire ground type Camera.
Yes. The Ox/Camel Pokemon.
We love him.
It's basically a camel, but instead of humps, it has 2 little volcanoes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So this Pokemon was introduced in Generation 3. As you said, it was Fire Ground type. This thing does have a Mega Evolution, where its 2 humps turn into 1 big volcano. Its abilities are Magma Armor or Solid Rock, with the hidden power ability of Anger Point. And its Mega Evolution has the ability of Sheer Force. It is 50-50 male-female, with its standard height being 6'3" or 1.9 meters, with a weight of 485 pounds or 220 kilograms. Mega Camptrup is 8 foot 2 inches or 2.5 meters, and I'd imagine that's to the top of the volcano. Weighs 706.6 pounds or 320.5 kilograms.
Thick.
Yeah.
Thick.
What are the stats on our camel boy?
You did beverage. We'll sit down once I have my beverage. Mm. 70 health, 100 attack, 70 defense, 105 special attack, 75 special attack, special defense, 40 speed for a total of 460. The abilities are Magma Armor, which prevents the Pokemon from being frozen in ice. Solid Rock, which reduces the power of super effective attacks. And Anger Point, which is its hidden ability that maximizes the Pokemon's attack stat when hit by a critical hit.
Very nice. Very nice. What's the total on that? Oh, you said the total. My bad.
460. Yep.
My bad. So I kind of expected it, with it being a ground type, I expected its defense and special defense to be higher than it actually was.
Apparently not.
Yes. So it is Generation 3, which means Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Ruby. Camerupt has a volcano inside of its body. Well, it's on the outside, not inside. It has a magma core inside of its body. I'm getting too technical. Magma of 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Ooh, the actual Fahrenheit or Celsius. Courses through
Freedom
its
unit.
body. Occasionally, the humps on this Pokemon's back erupt, spewing the superheated magma. So it doesn't even. This pet has to stay outside, or it's going to burn your house down.
That's fine.
Yeah. Sapphire. The humps on Camerup's back are formed by a transformation of its bones. They sometimes blast out molten magma. This Pokemon apparently erupts often when it is enraged. You hear that? Don't feed it its favorite snack. It's going to burn your house down. So it does it when it's angry. So you got to keep this Pokemon happy and outside. Good luck with that.
No treats for you.
Emerald. A Pokemon that lives in the crater of a volcano. Every 10 years, the volcano on its back erupts violently. Research is underway on the cause of the eruption. So not only will it randomly go if you have it make it angry, it's still going to randomly erupt every 10 years.
Oh yeah, just like Cold Reliable. Whatever. The guys
By
are in the national park.
by the fact that it's a walking act of whatever deity you worship. 10 out of 10.
Hey, 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 hey.
My number 5 is another fire rock type that is Carkol. This thing is a mine cart filled with charcoal.
Carco.
Carkol. Now, it does have a final evolution I could have used, which is Colossal, but I did not use that.
Interesting.
This is the
That's kind of
second.
cool. Pokemon.
This is my second mid-evolution Pokemon as a middle finger to the trainer fighting me after I have worn down his team. Its abilities are Steam Engine or Flame Body, and its hidden ability is Flash Fire. It is 50-50 male-female. It has a height of 3 foot 7 inches or 1.1 meters. It weighs 172 pounds or 78 kilograms. Oh, also it is Generation 8 Pokemon. This one is a bit newer.
Nice.
What are the stats on this bad boy?
The Google AI does not want to show me. Oh, here we go. Carkle has stats around 80 health, 60 attack, 90 defense, 60 special attack, 70 special defense, 50 speed. There is no total. Bust out that calculator. 80 plus 60 plus 90. Nice. Plus 60. Oh, too many zeros. 60 plus 70 plus 50 for a total of 410. Very good stack up for a second evolution. The abilities are Flame Body, Steam Engine. Want to know what Flame Body burns Pokemon that touch it. And then Steam Engine is a speed boost. Evolves from Roly-Coly. Nice.
Alright. So, it is a Generation 8 Pokemon, which is Sword and Shield. It forms coal inside of its body. Coal dropped by this Pokemon once helped fuel the lives of people in the Galar region. Shield. By rapidly rolling its legs, it can travel at over 18 miles per hour. The temperature of the flame it breathes exceeds 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. That's Freedom Unit. It's the F.
Eagles per cheeseburger. And
Eagles per
what the
cheeseburger.
F is a kilometer?
Well, it's 1,000 meters.
You're starting to. That's commie talk. That's that's communist propaganda is what it is. Just
Look, man.
kidding.
Look,
The
man,
metric system is superior.
my boss at work would be very mad if I tried to measure parts in Freedom Units.
Yeah, the metric system is better in all ways. It literally is. I mean, pretty much all measurement units, right, are just arbitrary units out of convenience because you needed something. But the English system or the freedom units is just literally because we said so. Like
Oh, no.
Celsius is based off of
The funny thing is using the units we use now, which is imperial standard for measurement,
yep,
weight, temperature, all of that is all because of our ancestry of once being part of the English Empire.
correct.
Because up until sometime in the 1900s, they used the imperial system and then switched over to metric.
And then we still stuck with it because
Man on stilts shooting fireworks. Woo! America! Woo!
what was that?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you like broke up.
Wow. Well, the listeners heard me.
Okay, fair enough. Fireworks.
All right. What is Carcoal's rating?
Carkle gets a 10 out of 10 for being a cool minecart Pokemon.
Listen, this one
Made
is
out of
partially
wood.
on the team because of Brad and his the mind calls him.
The mine children yearn for the mines.
He yearns for it.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. What is your final Pokemon?
It is a fire/dark type Incineroar.
Dang, another starter. But this one is a wrestler. It is called the heel Pokemon because it's supposed to be the bad guy in the wrestling story arc. Kind of like how John Cena's the heel right now.
Oh, they made him the bad guy?
They did.
But how could they if they can't see him?
Exactly. Keep stealing from people's wallets.
Fair enough. He used his invisibility for evil.
I don't understand his movies. They're always just floating clothes and guns.
Yeah, yeah. They tell me he's a handsome man, but I can't prove it. I don't know if I believe. I just can't see him.
Suicide Squad, he was in that, but At one point, he's just floating underwear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't. I don't know what women see in the guy. I can't even see him at all. I don't get it. But hey, to each their own.
So, Incineroar is the Generation 7 final evolution of the Fire type line. This
Oh
Pokemon
yeah.
right here was the start of the Pokemon God Arceus having a favorite of cats because at this point there are just so many cat Pokemon, so many, and it just gets worse. Uh, the Alolan Meowth was introduced in this generation. The following generation introduced Galarian Meowth. The generation after that had another cat starter Pokemon, which is the Grass type. It's just cats are all over the place in the Pokemon universe. So, Incineroar is a fire dark type with the abilities of Blaze and Intimidate, which we've heard both of those abilities already today. It's got the gender ratio of 87.5% male or 12.5% female. Its height is 5'11 or 1.8 meters. It weighs 183 pounds or 83 kilograms.
Oh yeah.
What are the stats?
95 health, 115 attack, 90 defense, 80 special attack, 90 special defense, and 60 speed. No total. Gotta bust out the calculator. 95 plus 115 busing plus 90 plus 80 plus 90 plus 60 is equal to 530 total.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the Pokédex entries are as follows. It is Generation 7, which means Sun and Moon. Sun. This Pokemon has a violent, selfish disposition. It is not in the mood to if it is not in the mood to listen, it will ignore its trainer's owners with complete nonchalance. Moon. After hurling ferocious fury, ferocious. After hurling ferocious punches and flinging furious kicks, it finishes opponents off by spewing fire from around its navel. You know, you hear that? It's got a belly button flamethrowing ability.
Belly button flamethrower.
Belly button flamethrower.
I'm in.
All right.
Let's
So,
go.
so it has its cool points, right? You know, it's a wrestling Pokemon. It's a dark type. But it gets beat out by Blaziken because fighting type moves are super effective against dark. And Blaziken's a cooler design, so I'm going to have to give Incineroar a 9 out of 10.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I do not disagree with said statement.
Alright. So, in my Ghost type team, this is my final one. In my Ghost type team, I had the Fire Ghost type Cerulege. In this team, I have its counterpart, Armarouge.
Rouge. Okay, hold on.
Armarouge. Armarouge is a Fire Psychic type Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
It is a big, bulky knight. It has the abilities of Flash Fire and Weak Armor. It is a gender ratio of 50-50 male-female. The height of 4'11 or 1.5 meters. with a weight of 187.4 pounds or 85 kilograms. Uh, Unlike its counterpart, it evolves from Charcadet by giving it the item Auspicious Armor. What are the stats?
85 health, 60 attack, 100 defense, 125 special attack, 80 special defense, 75 speed, total 525. You've got Flash Fire as its the abilities are Flash Fire, which powers up fire type moves when hits one and makes it immune to fire type attack. And then Weak Armor, which boosts speed by 2 stages and lowers defense by 1 stage when hit by a physical move, as noted on the Pokemon database.
Yes. So, its Pokédex entries are from Scarlet and Violet. This one, you're probably going to get the Pokemon from Scarlet. So, Scarlet. Armarouge evolved through the use of a set of armor that belonged to a distinguished warrior. This Pokemon is incredibly loyal. Violet. This Pokemon clad itself in the armor that has been fortified by psychic and fire energy. It shoots blazing fireballs.
Very nice.
I'm also gonna do the Legend ZA Pokédex entry because it's the only other Pokédex entry and it looks pretty interesting. So Legend ZA. Though Armarouge pledges its loyalty to its trainer, it repeatedly leaves to go train on its own to strengthen its psychic energy.
Dope. I love him.
So, how do we rate Armarouge?
10 out of 10. Super cool looking, super loyal, very good stats, good abilities, good all-arounder.
All right. So, with that we have completed all the starter Pokemon. And I will quickly list off the typings that we have done so far and let you know which typing we're doing next. Are you ready? We have done normal, fire, fighting, water, grass, poison, ghost, and dark. Did I say electric? There's electric also. And electric.
Yep.
So, our next typing is going to be ice type.
Okay. I got that type down.
Mm-hmm. I'm marking them all off. Did we do a bug type team? I don't think we did we?
Yes, we did.
We did. So
Yeah,
bug
we did.
also. So we're most of the way through. We will be doing ice next, but after that, we have the following typings left to do. So after ice, we have flying, ground, rock, psychic, flying, ground, rock, psychic, dragon, steel, and fairy types left to go. So we're about halfway done.
Hey-oh.
Oh, so our next team will be ice type. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so we're not really going to have to worry about very many starters appearing in ice type teams. I have high hopes for these teams, with the fact that it's a typing that kicks the cans out of dragons. We'll see you guys next time. Oh, and we love you very much. We're not just going to leave you without that.
See.
We are not going to leave you without telling you that we love you and make it very weird. Isn't that right, Noodles?
Of course not. We love
Yes.
you all.
And we also have to shout out the Patreon subscribers. How much extra do we love those Patreon subscribers?
We love them long time.
Very long time. How much do they get for
Love them long
$5? Anything you want.
time. Any.
Anything. Our Patreon subscribers are Brad, Bad Dragonist, Marshall Martinez, Ash Martinez, Uriah Michael, and Noodles. Thank you guys all for showing us the love and support we have over on Patreon. And we will see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye.